Hi, my name is Aaron Marcus. I'm America's premier acting and commercial modeling career coach, the author of How to Become a Successful Commercial Model, now in its fifth edition, the founder of HowToModel.com, and I've been making my living as an actor and a commercial model for over 26 years. I told you recently about an independent film that I was cast in, and so I just wanted to share a couple of quick experiences about it with you that I think you'll find really helpful and hopefully interesting as well. So the first part that was pretty interesting was shot it on Sunday, and I was asked to make myself available starting at 1 o'clock. The shooting schedule was crazy. They had no idea when they were going to get to me. I was about 2 hours away from the set, and so they said, please just make yourself available. We'll call you in plenty of time so you can get to the set. And the short version is I probably didn't start working until 1 a.m. I did get a phone call about 8:30 p.m. saying, "Hey, we could use you here. We could use you here somewhere like around 10 o'clock, 10:30, something like that." So started working at 1 a.m. Finished at I guess like about 3:30 a.m. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you about it is don't get too locked into the script. And what I mean by that is sometimes people have a tendency to just read the lines over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I know for some people it works. You know, that's a way for them to memorize it, have it so fluid that it just sounds like you're just talking and you're not acting. For me, it doesn't really work that way. I mean, certainly I go over my lines a lot and make sure they're memorized, but a good example of why that sometimes isn't helpful is we're on the set, we were shooting this film, and all of a sudden the director at some point said, hey, let's change some of the lines. And, you know, if you get so hooked into saying things in a specific way, in a specific pattern, emphasizing certain words, and all of a sudden things change on you and the director is asking for something else, it can make it really difficult to make that transition. So be very familiar with things, certainly be able to say it on camera, but don't get so locked in that you can't make any changes. And the same thing will hold true at an audition. That is one of the difficult parts when you have things so memorized and so specifically memorized for an audition, and all of a sudden the lines change or they want you to do something differently. Sometimes it's hard to adapt to that. So make sure you're familiar with it, but be available to make changes if necessary. Look, if you have any questions at all, always feel free to email me at Aaron, Aaron, at howtomodel.com. Visit my website, howtomodel.com, and please join me on my Facebook page. You'll be joining my acting and modeling family from around the world, and that's facebook.com/howtomodel. Looking forward to talking with you soon.